Hey guys, I'm back with a makeup tutorial. I love this makeup. It's so warm and beautiful. It's got a green lower lash line, which is something a little bit different. You could substitute that for a different color. If you have a different eye color, it's up to you. I used the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette for this look. Oh, I really am so impressed with these shades. They're so pigmented. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm just starting out with a moisturizing primer on my lids, doing my eyes first for once because I always forget and then I get fallout. Even though there wasn't actually too much fallout with this look, but better to be safe than sorry. So I'm just using a concealer as an eye base and patting that in. This is faster with a beauty blender, but I did not have one near me, so I just used my fingers and then I just filled in my brows with any makeup products that I desired. And I always set my eyebrows down as well. I think most people do, but particularly if you have really coarse brow hairs that are likely to sort of spring out and be free throughout the day, you should definitely gel them down. So I'm just starting with this almost mustardy color in the crease, just building it up slowly, and that way you don't have to spend as much time blending if you just softly build. Then I'm taking this color called Frosting and I'm just putting it on the inner corner. I was thinking of doing that all over the lid, but I was like, no, it's kind of too close to my skin tone. So I decided to take Deja and I just patted that on with a nice dense flat shader brush. I think this is a Elizabeth Arden brush, but any flat shader brush would be fine. And then for the outer corner, I'm taking Dominatrix. Did you see that? It's so pigmented, it's crazy. I cannot get over how pigmented these eyeshadows are. I'm just doing sort of classic shape that you would do eyeshadow and making the outer V a darker color. And then I'm taking Charm again and slowly blending that all in. These shades are so buttery, so you can really be quite delicate when you're blending. You don't need to be too rough. I didn't actually really need to do my eyes first because there wasn't much fallout. And I managed to get quite a crisp edge to the eyeshadow because they were just so blendable. So it's up to you if you want to do the eyes first or not. And then I decided to just go for a winged liner. So I'm just doing that with one of the little felt tip liners. This is actually Michelle Phan's brand of makeup. So for the rest of my skin, I'm just priming that. Obviously, I used a brightening one from Tarte. Don't know why I didn't use the YSL one. I think I just wanted to try the Tarte one out. Didn't really blow me away or anything. It's just average. And then, what is my arm doing there? I don't even know. I put on some of the Natasha Denona foundation. Love this one. It's such a beautiful shade for me. And then the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. And I'm just using a makeup sponge to blend that in. And then to do a little light amount of baking. I don't like to bake too much because I'm already pretty white and pale, as you can see. Some would call it pasty. But that's all done. Brushed off the translucent powder, and then I'm taking this bronzer blush duo from Too Faced. Not sure if this is available anymore, but feel free to use any bronzer and blush that you own. Falsies, these ones are from XO Beauty and they are the Wanderlust style lashes. Top favorites. If I could recommend any lashes from XO Beauty, these are the ones that I buy the most. They're really curly. Really depends on your eye shape. If you don't like super curly lashes, you'd probably prefer some of the other styles. But for me personally, I love this look. It's very Kardashian. Then I'm taking a nice frosty colored highlight shade because I am at my fairest skin tone here. No fake tan in sight. And I'm patting that, of course, on my nose and brow bone also, just to make everything cohesive. And then I'm taking the green shade in that Jeffree Star palette and softly sort of smoking that into the lower lash line. I wanted quite a smoldery look as opposed to like a really bright, vivid green. So I just sort of patted it in and really gently swept my brush from side to side to just give it a nice smoky, hazy look. And then I went for a green pencil in the waterline too, which of course is optional. I think this is a really easy way to wear colour, so you don't need to be overly brave with your makeup to kind of have a pop of colour in the waterline. It's pretty easy to do. Then I actually took this, I think it's called Safe Word, this colour from the Jeffree Star palette, as a contour purely because I could not be bothered to stand up, but what do you know, it actually worked out pretty good and blended out. This is quite an interesting brush. I think it's a Estee Lauder brush from memory, and it really like carves into the cheekbone, but yeah, it turned out to be quite a good contour shade really, maybe a little bit warm, but oh well, who cares. And I just crispened it up with some translucent powder. This is me thinking it's in focus when it's not, but this is the Models Prefer Lip Liner in Always Nude. Such a fave of mine. I always take a long amount of time to make sure my lip liner is done perfectly because you can't really go wrong when applying your lipstick if the lip liner is perfect. So I make sure to carve out my lips so they look nice and symmetrical with this. And then I went in with the colour Sext from Melt Cosmetics and I just sort of patted it on. It's a very light nude, so I didn't want it to be too washed out. So here we have the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I was needing to mention also I'm doing live streams on my Instagram every single day. Often show my makeup that I'm popping on for the gym or whatever errands I'm doing that day. And it's so fun chatting to you guys. I'm loving doing them. So definitely head over to my Instagram if you want to see a little video every day from me. It is so fun chatting to you guys. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Please leave me a thumbs up and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!